How's it going, guys? Interact here. We're back with Katawa Shoujo. In the previous one, I'm pretty sure I think it's the day after. We meet Rin just standing in the middle of the street, and we went to the convenience store with Lily, and I think that should be the major parts, I guess. I'm not really sure what else though might have been very vital, but we spent time with Lily. And kind of get to know about the town a bit more, since the convenience store was much more of a convenient thing, and that's kind of ironic. I'm just gonna load it. Okay, support. This might be a short episode, maybe. I'm not really sure. It depends if I make it to the decision, and then if I stop it around like 30 minutes, then that'll be fine. But if it's short, then I'm sorry about it. The students roll into class for the Saturday morning session, each and every one of them sporting the tired eyes of people that have worked through the night. With only a day left to prepare, I suppose it's not so surprising. Thankfully, we only have to suffer through classes until the lunch break, and then our time is our own. Matou lurches into class in a tired stagger. I suppose students aren't the only people here that enjoy their late Friday nights. Without saying a word, he scrawls some page and question numbers on the board, and slumps down at his desk. It's completely a typical behavior for him, but it appears that no one in the class is going to call him out on it. Wordlessly, the students shuffle the textbooks into position and get to work. Not wanting to break the trend, I do the same. Are you going to be a rebel? And then my dog starts barking. Alright, cool. Fatigue has made the class antisocial. Not a peep is heard among the ruffling papers. That can partly be attributed to the two empty seats beside me. For some reason, Misha and Shizune aren't present, probably doing council work for the festival, or nagging the little crap out of someone, who knows. It's very quiet without Misha. It's someone like screaming outside. It's like 11:26 right now. I think that's why my dog's barking, because there's somebody like screaming or something. And it's weird and yet scary. I wonder if she was born as rowdy as she is, or if she is making up for Shizune's lack of voice. Nakai, can I speak to you for a moment? I was so engrossed in thinking about Misha that I don't even notice Matou approaching my desk. Why would you want to think of Misha? Is it because... Okay, never mind. I think you kinda explained it. Sure. What's this about? It's probably better if we speak outside the classroom. Something about this doesn't sound too good, but I stand up and follow him out into the hallway. Matou stands in the hallway, scratching his head as he works out what he is trying to say. Not knowing what is going on, I wait silently. So tell me, how are things? Things? I expected Matou to be a little vague, but this is... Yep, there it is. I just heard. Okay, no, it's dogs barking actually. Never mind. I guess my dog wants to be part of the trend. Hey, dog, go be a Hisao, alright? I expected Matou to be a little vague, but this is pushing the limits. You know things. You've had a week to settle in now, so how are things? Fine, I guess. I see, and how is your condition? The pause before condition seemed a little unnecessary. He wants to be more dramatic, don't you think? Haven't had any problems so far. A brief shimmer of relief passes across Matou's face. Good, that's good. The school nurse was a little concerned that you might have been pushing yourself a bit too hard. I didn't do anything yet. He asked me to keep an eye on you when he couldn't. That makes sense. I'd ask that you don't blow us off so freely. As much as we try to give you the level of education that you would get at a normal school, you have to realize that you have limits. Our goal is to make sure that you know where those limits are and how to maximize your potential within them. Do you follow me? I guess. I mean, I don't plan on doing anything stupid. That's gonna happen soon. Well, that's a start, I guess. My dog barks like a man, but she's a girl. That makes no sense. Okay, so then, on to my next question. How are you finding your studies? I understand you were laid up for a while. We're not too far ahead, are we? I don't really... Yep, there's my neighbors going inside the car. I don't really think so. I tried to keep up when I was in the hospital, so it hasn't been too hard. Matou taps his chin and raises an eyebrow as he absorbs this information. Is that so? I suppose there are still students out there that realize the importance of learning. I wouldn't go that far. I was only trying to keep myself occupied in my little life support prison. Well, yeah, you've got to keep up with these things, right? No, because you're not fit to be in that type of condition. That's exactly it. One wrong move in this world and you're left behind, right? Right. Wouldn't want that to happen. No, you wouldn't. Every week there's a new scientific discovery. Most of them mean nothing to the lay person, but any one of them could be the key to the next big thing, like the Big Bang. Wait, no, not the Big Bang. God dang it. Well, I'll keep that in mind. It's obvious that Mito's serious talk is over. And why is it like MST? So that's, if it's like Mito's serious talk, it'd be like MST is over. Because it's all capped, so make it an acronym, there you go. And he's gone back to his standard, slightly scatterbrained approach to life. I think in hindsight that I prefer him this way. He's slightly more predictable in his unpredictability. Well then, I think that's all I really need to say. Let's get back inside, shall we? My relief at that suggestion is insurmountable. Sure, you're the boss, right? Teacher. Mito pauses for a moment. I don't think any of my students have ever said that to me before. Because Hisao is being an asbel, being a rebel, so technically you're screwed. For an instant I consider replying to this, but something deep within me tells me to shut my mouth and get back into the classroom. A few of the students jump at the sound of the door, rapidly trying to pretend that they are working on the questions on the board. A lot of people do that, so that's pretty predictable. Some don't even bother, their heads slumped on the desk as they nap. Thankfully, it would appear that Mito does not even notice them. He returns to his desk and retrieves a scientific journal from one of the drawers. I guess I got to him there. The class returns to the near silence that Mito and I left it in before our chat. Mixed feelings of tiredness and anticipation buzz around the room. Everyone here is either waiting for a chance to rest or the chance to get their last-minute preparations underway. The clock on the wall slowly takes the remaining class time away, until finally the bells cry out, ending the torment. Before you all leave, I expect the answers for those problems by Monday. Well, seems like you're gonna be working tonight. The class sighs as one, instantly regretting slacking off, but still acutely aware of the more pressing issues at hand. The classroom empties in a blink as everyone rushes to their last-minute festival preparations. I stay behind and try to quickly finish the questions so I don't have to bother with it over the rest of the weekend, with the festival and all tomorrow. Hey, apart from me, I'm kind of debating, how do I pronounce it? Is it Hanako or Hanako? I'm like really confused. Like, I don't know what's going on. My dog's barking at like the neighbors apparently, or some cat. I don't know. Okay, that was different. Apart from me, Hanako is only one left, obviously waiting for Lily. It's weird that Lily comes all the way to our classroom to pick her up. I expect that moving around is at least nominally harder for her than it is for Hanako. But it's none of my business, and I naturally don't ask about it from Hanako. I just said like her name in different ways, just like in that one instance. Okay, cool. Despite the relative proximity of our seats, neither tries to strike up a conversation about that, or anything else either. So an oppressive silence falls upon the classroom. Time passes in silence. It's probably just 15 minutes or so, but it feels longer. I turn my pages of my notebook. Hanako turns pages of the novel she's reading. My pencil lead splinters against the paper just when I was about to finish the paragraph. Well, there goes that paragraph. You will never be able to finish it ever again, because that is not a pencil sharpener. The sounds of my irritated sigh and subsequent fumbling around for a sharpener feel like they're breaking the mood in the classroom. Hanako keeps her eyes firmly away from my direction. Before long, Lily's tall figure appears in the doorway. Hanako? Oh, god damn it. God. What's causing the dogs to bark at night right now? Seriously. Her name is all it takes to make Hanako jump up from her desk and run to Lily. They talk quietly for a moment, but it isn't long before Lily leaves down the hall and Hanako idles back into the classroom, taking her seat once again. Oh, fuck. I watched Hanako out of the corner of my eye, out of sheer curiosity at the idea that the two would be separated. For a couple of minutes, she does nothing but sit with her chin in her hand, staring at the desk dejectedly. The boredom evidently becomes too much for her though, her slender frame reaching into her bag and pulling out a small book. How many books do you need? I just realized, like, she reads a lot, I know that, but like, dang! How many books do you have? Like, isn't there a limit to actually check out books? Because at my, like, as I remember in elementary and in middle school, in order to check out books, it's like limit to 5. And if you lose one of those, you can't turn in any of the 4 unless you get that one back while you pay for it. That makes no sense, and technically it screws you over. Come to think of it, that isn't the one I saw her reading at the library. She must be quite a fast reader to get through them at this rate. But why would Lily leave her to her own devices? It seems to be quite out of the ordinary, going by Hanako's reaction. Oh, that's right. I think Lily mentioned something about going into town today before Ren bumped into us. She was a zombie statue. The thought of that walk makes me look outside. The red sun and occasional people wandering around enjoying the free afternoon make me yearn to get out of school, or at least do something other than sit here. Giving in to one of my worst vices, procrastination, I decide that history is a subject best study on a Sunday, or a Monday, or on any day other than this one, because it's beautiful. Look at that cloud. Okay, actually that's kind of weird on how I think I see these clouds moving. I'm kind of scared now. I give a grunt as I lower myself out of my seat, briefly debating with myself whether or not to hang out with Kenji. No. He doesn't strike me as the enjoying the nice weather outside with others kind of person, really. I guess I'll catch up with him later. Changing tax, I briefly entertained the idea of talking with Hanako, but by the time I look at her seat, it's vacant. She must have left for the library. There's got to be something to do that can kill the time. Okay, so this is the decision time. Alright, let's think about what we're gonna do because my rib is hurting me. Let's go. Okay, go for a walk into town. Following Hanako to the library seems a bit intrusive. There was a reason she left the classroom after all. And that aside, I do want to catch up with Lily. At the very least, I like to thank her for looking out for me despite her other, obviously taxing duties. Duties! Okay, I'm done. I guess I'll walk around town. With any luck, I should be able to find Lily. The exercise will do some... Okay, I had to do some good as well. Is it weird if I'm wearing a hat right now? Like, I don't know, it's late at night and I like wearing hats, and I don't know why I'm talking about hats all of a sudden, but I like wearing hats, and I just wear them randomly. Like, for instance, I took a nap, and I ended up wearing a hat when I went to sleep, and I woke up with the hat still on me. I was like, this is witchcraft. Walking through the school courtyard to the gate, I give a small nod to a couple of passing classmates, the gesture being returned in kind. Well, at least they're nice enough. If somebody says hi to me, I don't know what to say. It's like, who are you? I don't even know you. And if they say like, oh, I was in this class, like in like middle school or something, like I don't remember you in that class, because that happened to me in science when I was in freshman year, and I ended up sitting with 2 people from a different middle school, like a rival middle school, and then I was in a group with the other person being in the same middle school as I am, and she said like, oh, you don't remember me? I went to your middle school and your elementary school. I was like, I don't remember you. Even from here, the shouts of the sports club members can be heard. From the sheer volume of the din, the track must be packed right now. I remember what Lily said yesterday about being dropped right into the middle of a busy time for the school. I got a burp. While I'm trying to get my bearings and catch up on studying that I've missed, everyone else is doing normal school activities. Yes, because it's a school, come on dude. The feeling of being a foreigner still hasn't dissipated. At least, not yet. Well, I guess not everything's bad. This is a private school, and that much is really easily noticed when walking around outside. Not only are the school grounds huge, but the buildings themselves are immaculate and quite divorced from the dime a dozen concrete blocks of public schools. There's also the fact that there's a much stronger feeling of community here, and at least a friendlier atmosphere. At my old school, it was generally accepted that people would keep to their little clique and be done with it. Eventually, I reached the gate and began to walk down the road into town with the lion and shield of the police badge. Well, that was fairly productive. Having seen a fair portion of the town, even including the houses perched on the hills around the outskirts, I decided to take a walk around the park before heading back. Living in the city all my life, the total lack of smartly dressed businessmen and fashionably dressed girls strikes me as incredibly unusual. Well, of course, it's a town. What do you expect? And freaking, that was very productive, you just walking down the hill. Big fan. All that's to be seen are the odd elderly person shuffling along the sidewalk and assorted busily chatting pairs of middle-aged women outside of small storefronts. Walking along the road to the park quickly distracts me from them, though making me realize that I perhaps pushed myself further than I should have to see as much as I could. As my breath begins to wheeze and my chest tightens more and more, I give up on the prospect of soldiering on. You were supposed to be the super soldier of this school. Okay, never mind. After a quick glance around the park as I enter, I take a seat on a wobbly old bench that I noticed near a couple of vending machines. For a minute on end, I sit with my head bent over, forcing myself to take deep breaths. I feel more like an old man than a teenager who should be in the prime of his life. To stay in hospital. What? To stay in hospital? Okay. To stay in a hospital, the surgery and the medications must be taking the toll on me. Damn it. Eventually, my breathing returns to normal and the muscles in my chest loosen. Not without a fair measure of relief. I guess this means the end of my little sojourn. Sojourn? What? Though in any case. I'm really sorry if you could hear me clicking the mouse a lot. I don't know anything else because okay. There's a cafe on the far corner, so I'll stop by to quench my thirst before heading back. Ah, that really made my ears ring. A little bell above the door signals my arrival to an empty counter. For a few minutes I stand there waiting, my eyes every now and again drifting from one end of the counter to the other, searching for a service bell. Ding ding! Taco Bell! Eventually a door some ways behind the counter opens, the person emerging from it taking me by complete surprise. Yuko? Hi, I had no idea you worked here. I really have no idea how to address her either, given that she's technically school staff as well as apparently a waitress. Yes, she quickly paces up to the counter before flinging her upper half downwards in an overreacted bow. Welcome to the Shanghai. May I take your order? Straight down to business, I see. I don't know. Well, some coffee, please? Yes, certainly. I will make it right away and bring it to you when it's done. Thanks. Yuko's formality takes me aback. She seems to take her job very seriously. Yeah, of course, it's her job. She has like 2 jobs. She's doing 2 jobs at once, and like, hey, if she closes the library, then she has to go all the way down the hill and work in the Shanghai and be like, okay, I'm ready for do my waitressing, do my job, and then go back home and repeat. Just like how I repeat uploading a lot. Why am I hitting my finger against the desk? I don't know. Obeying her instructions, I turn around and quickly glance around for a free table. Considering the cafe seems to be empty, this is a simple task to accomplish. You should like every time, like if it was, I don't know, I just thought it would be funny if Hisao just like took a table randomly, and then she brought the coffee and he orders something else, and then he moves to a different table farther away, so when she returns she doesn't see him, and then she turns and he's like all the way at the other end of the room. I thought it would look pretty funny if okay, in my imagination that kinda helped, but explaining it kinda sucked. As I walk towards the table adjacent to the window, I noticed a flash of yellow around one of the table dividers. Yellow? How do you know? Sure enough, the matter then a glance is needed to ascertain that it's a certain Sato at the table. That said, I don't recognize the suited figure across the table from her. Blonde, fair-skinned, and only a little shorter. She? I think she must be a relative. I just realized, wait, doesn't she have like blue eyes and she has red eyes? Freaking... Okay, wait, I think she has blue eyes. That was silver, I don't know. I've been watching too many animes actually, never mind. You know what I just said? Since the two are all but silent as the suited figure takes a swig from a cup of coffee, I decided to greet Lily. Some part of my coming here was in order to meet her after all. Hi Lily. Hisao? Yeah, nice to see you again. Maybe. The suited girl looks up, noting my uniform with a relaxed smile. Know each other? I guess. It's as good as approximation of our relationship as I can think of. Care to take a seat? She says this to the air beside me, but the message is clear enough and I take a seat beside her. I suppose some introductions might be in order. Hisao, this is Akira Sato, my oldest sister. Akira, this is Hisao Nakai, another Yamaku student. Looks like my guess was correct. The newly introduced Akira gives a nod, which I return. Wait a second, you're the person that freaking got people drunk. What I don't return, however, is the almost analytic... Oh my god, no, not this! No! Analytic gaze with which he looks me over. And then separation! Oh! As she does so, Yuko walks up to the table and carefully places the coffee on the table before bowing and taking her leave. I hit my hand against my desk. Gently bringing my hand to the side of the cup, I realize that it's already at just the right temperature to drink. After taking a sip, the flavor turns out to be just as good as the temperature. Yuko seems a lot better at this than being a librarian. I take a good long drink before relaxing into the seat. Yeah, I'm gonna leave a butt mark in it too. And it takes mere seconds for Akira's examination to come to an end. Apparently becoming quickly bored with the activity, she turns to her sister. So, how's school recently? It seems Akira is entirely unconcerned with someone she doesn't know at all, listening to everything they say. Not that I mind leaving them for their chatting, I sit back and continue drinking the pleasantly aromatic... God damn it. A romantic... Wait. Romantic? Oh, fuck. Coffee? God dang it. Sounds like it's pretty busy for you then. At least I'm not cooking your meals after school anymore. As they talk, Oh yeah, they do! Okay, freaking... Fuck. Well, freaking... I need to remember. It was like this old... I poked my eye. Oh, why did I do that? I poked my eye. I just realized freaking... Never mind, screw it. As they talk, I slowly realize that I'm entirely unable to gauge Lily's emotions, though, through her eyes, as I would for any other person. What are you, freaking... don't tell me my eyes, like, freaking... That makes no sense at all for my eyes bleeding. It becomes slightly unsettling as I subconsciously focus on that fact. Whoa, so cold. Weren't you just cooking for yourself anyway? I only ever got leftovers. That's not the point. Are you managing to feed yourself at least? I can cook without blowing myself up, you know? I can cook. This is like... I have to tell you this. I almost burnt down the house because I was cooking and I ended up burning a lot of crap, so it went to waste and I still ate it because I was accomplished that I managed to cook something, but I still managed to like kind of almost burn down the house because this is when I was cooking it, the flame engulfed the freaking food that I was cooking. I was like, no, the food, and it almost burned down the house too. So thank God that I did not burn down the house. Mostly. Wait, why mostly? That's... Wait, what? It's fine, it's fine. I needed to learn it sometime anyway. Wait, aren't you older than her? Okay, then, Lily? Everyone present is momentarily distracted by Yuko, who places a cup of tea on the table for Lily. I swear to God my dog barks. I'm gonna find out what's going on out there. Taking the moment to glance at her watch, Akira levers herself off her seat and gives me a quick nod. Well, I'd better be off. It was nice talking to you, Lily. Akira, do you have to? Lily looks genuinely mournful at her sister suddenly leaving. It does seem like she might have the wrong idea. Sorry, I need to get back to work. They'll be on my neck again if I don't make it back quickly. So informal. Akira's trim and tidy appearance would give anyone the wrong impression of her. Bye, Akira. She looks not happy. Come on, don't look so down. I'll be around again soon. See yas. See yas? What? With an S? With that, she waltzed out of the Shanghai with her hand held high. Oh, well, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Because your sister's blind. Lily still looks pretty depressed, so I try to make some small talk in an effort to take her mind off of it. She seems nice. We used to live together, but now that I live at school, we hardly ever see each other. Despite Lily having been quite affable, I still don't really know much about her. In hindsight, it's surprising just how much she's extracted from me, really. You used to live together? Was it somewhere around here? It was pretty far south, so the trip into Yamaku was fairly long. With her working hours getting longer and Yamaku being so far away, there was little choice in the end but to move into the dormitories. Well, that explains the chatter about cooking. Evidently regaining her composure, she lives-ins, back up, at least in part. I take it you're better rested now? Sorry? You sound less exhausted when you did when you first came in. To be able to pick out my breathing like that, she must have pretty good ears. Yeah, ended up walking all over town despite only planning on taking a short walk down here. Reminded of my thirst from the walk, I lean forward to take a sip. Without further ado, Lily starts on her cup of strong smelling tea. Tea is really strong smelling depending on what it is, I have to say. I guess I'd better get going back to Yamaku. There's only so long I can stall studying for, and I want to get a good night's sleep before the festival. Standing by my seat, I take the coffee-stained cup from the table. You're leaving? Yeah, you going to head back as well? It's getting kind of late. For a moment she pauses before lifting her face over her teacup as if she was looking at me. Yuko, could we have one more coffee, please? Coffee? What? Wait. Wait, what? Whoa. Hold the phone, woman. Hold it. What just happened? Wait, why are you ordering coffee? Okay, I'll bring it right away. That's not subtle. She gives a short giggle at my frank assessment of her maneuver. It's surprisingly childish and carefree, given her otherwise collected appearance. In the end, though, I have little reason to refuse. To be honest, I can hardly say no. All things considered. Giving a manufactured sigh, I take a seat opposite of her. Wanting company, then? I'd say that it's more than I was wondering. I see she's in questioning mode again. She does seem to be unusually interested in me, or at least curious. Yeah, because, do you have any siblings? Not exactly an unexpected tangent. No, only child. To be honest, the idea of having someone that close makes me a bit envious. Interesting. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna ask me about what am I gonna do for the future. I raise an eyebrow, which of course goes unseen. The short silence communicates the question well enough. It's just that others have said the same thing before. It's a difficult subject to try and think about objectively, given that I've always had someone like that. What? Oh yeah, Akira. I can mostly understand what Lily means, given that it would be hard to place oneself outside of a situation they've been in all their life. She and her sister must have a pretty close relationship. Taking pains? What? To interrupt us as little as possible, Yuko dutifully comes over and places a cup on the table. Lily thanks her as I sit back taking in this vexing girl in front of me. Despite always seeming to be on her guard and in control of herself when talking to others, she has an almost childlike curiosity about other people. At least she's not written collecting people, quote-unquote collecting. That said, those rare moments she seems to slightly lower her guard are the most insightful into how she thinks. Reaching forward for my drink, I realized something I probably should have noticed earlier. I think I'm starting to become kind of curious about her. Okay, that looks really creepy. Despite making... That is really creepy, I have to say. Despite making a good pace, it's already nightfall by the time I reach the large iron gates in front of the school. While it's nice to have plenty of time to wander around by virtue of living right next to the school, I can't help but get the feeling that very few students actually take the opportunity. Why is that light on? And why is that light on? This is not the dormitories, this is like a classroom or something. And I was wondering, why is there a path right here and it leads to this? Like, it just leads you to the window so you can peek inside. It's like, hey, what you guys got in here? Compared to the number of students I see milling around on campus during free time. Oh no, don't remind me of free time. It's startlingly rare to see anyone around town. Given the large number of accommodations and facilities that the school offers, many of them might simply not see any point in venturing outside, let alone people such as Hanako and Kenji. It makes me wonder if students like Shizune, Misha, and Lily are the exception for the school rather than the norm. Norm? Wait, you didn't go back to Yamaku with Lily? Okay. As I wander back into my dorm room, I continue to compare my old school with Yamaku. As I do so, I begin to be surprised that I managed to get even this used to everything that's happened to me. I just hit my desk again. Loading screen. I need to stop really like turning my chair repeatedly, because I actually, like, during that one session when I was moving around the chair, freaking my entire like keyboard holder, keyboard table thing, keyboard drawer, or something, whatever you call it, the slidey thing under the desk, freaking it's already like scratching and everything. Like, the wood is gone and everything. The next day I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Sleeping late is fine since it's a Sunday and there's no classes. Not just a Sunday though, but the festival as well. Oh, okay. From my window I can already see some people at the soba booths slinging noodles onto plates for people into a craving for low quality food. Well, at least it's not McDonald's. I throw back a handful of my morning meds and ponder how to spend the day. There will be a few exams in the coming week, but I don't consider this as ominous as others, so I'm not as worried about them as I probably should be. With no urgent obligations regarding education, hey, that rhymed, I should be free to spend the day at the festival as I like. Finishing my morning routine, I exit into the hall. Wait, I just realized I did not get to run with Emmy. I just realized that. Is that weird? Wait, did I like completely skip the scene? Okay, I'm now completely lost in words now. If I did run with Emmy, or if I didn't, I'm not sure if it really, like, maybe if I said maybe it affected like that running running part in for Emmy, I guess, where you get another decision. But okay, I did not really expect that to happen, but I don't know where that came from, but I guess because of morning routine. I exit into the hallway intending to go out and find something to eat. Passing by his door, I decide to see what Kenji's up to today out of impulse. I'm curious if he has any plans, since everyone is doing something. Then again, I can picture him having built a soundproof shelter in his room, or possibly something like a fort, complete with "No Girls Allowed" sign, and with the girls crossed out and body crudely scrawled underneath it. Knocking on his door, which is luckily devoid of any kind of sign, I hear again the unsettling clicking of at least 10 locks being pulled back. The door opens up a crack. Who is it? You're supposed to ask that before you open the door. Yeah, smart one. Oh, it's you. Damn, it's early. It's not really that early. What is it, man? Nothing, I was just gonna ask what you're gonna do today. Half the school is out there already. Out where? Why? What? What? in the butt. Ha! You totally set me up for that. Is today special? Why are they there? Who are? I can't hear them. It's loud. Don't tell me. Has the invasion begun? He suddenly looks more alarmed. What day is it, man? It's Sunday. Sunday fun day. Yeah, I guess you can't see the big wooden booths outside and people selling stuff. What the hell are you talking about? I have my curtains closed at all times to thwart the snipers. Okay, I'm ending it here because I'm done. Right after he says thwart the snipers, I'm done. Oh jeez. Okay, so I'm sorry this was pretty short, but I hope this kind of makes up for I guess tomorrow's part, or today's part. Wait. Yeah, actually tomorrow's part, but today I recorded and then tomorrow I upload. Okay, it's kind of crazy. No, it's good. But I really have to say this again. I will be gone on Friday, all the way up to maybe Tuesday, around there, and so I won't be able to upload. But if I'm smart enough, or if I think I have enough time, I will upload like some videos and put them on private. And then if the hotel I'm staying at has free internet, and if I do manage to bring my laptop that doesn't poop on itself, then I could put the Katawa Shoujo videos up for you guys and have it ready, or like on the day, and then I'll put them back up. Like I'll put them in private, and then put them, and then once I get there or something like that, I will have them I'll remove them from private, and then actually have them in your guys's in the recent uploads, I guess. So that, or I might screw up. I'm not sure, because I'm kind of curious if I should be doing that or not. But that could be difficult on my end, since I really want to upload videos when I can, since I really enjoy playing these types of games. And I actually have another visual novel in mind right now. I recently just downloaded it, since my friend Dane mentioned it, like he sent me a link about it. So I might play that maybe in between, after Lily's Path, maybe. Or maybe if whenever, I'll just upload it randomly, maybe on Tuesdays and Thursdays, maybe something around there, and maybe I can plan it more easily. But who knows? But I'm really not sure how I'm going to upload videos while I'm gone and away from my actual computer. But hopefully, if the internet's free, then hopefully I bring my laptop and actually get the videos onto the playlist and during the days that I'm gonna be gone. But that's going to be kind of difficult, since scheduled uploading is not up to par for me, since I can't use it at all. But why am I spending so much time just explaining this? Okay, basically there won't be any videos on August 2nd to the 5th, I think it's the 5th or 6th. But I'm kind of curious if you guys want me to do something I just walk around with a camera and just look at stuff, or something that really intrigues me and I just look at it, because I did that before when I was starting up this channel again. I'm gonna do, I guess, something like that, some live video maybe. But I'm gonna be gone again, but hopefully I think of something before this Friday, before I leave. If not, then I'm sorry. Most likely I will upload two of the same videos on Wednesday. No, on Thursday. My bad. On Thursday, and so there'll be 2 Katawa Shoujos on one day. So don't think it's weird or anything like that I uploaded 2 videos of Katawa Shoujo, or 2 videos of Killing Floor, or 2 videos of Kingdom Hearts, or 2 videos of Tales of Graces, since I'm gonna be gone, so might as well have an extra for the day I'm gonna be leaving, which is the next day on Friday. So after that long explanation, I'm sorry if this is short. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a great day. And I completely forgot how to turn off the recording. See that there were about as many students here as there were on Tuesday.
all the more evident from the almost total silence enveloping the room. As I drop the books I borrowed into the return slot in the counter, Yugo suddenly pops up from behind it, quite startled from the banging they make as they hit the trolley next to her. Trolley! Yeah! You know, I always wanted to ride in a trolley, I don't know why.